my project is controlling HDR5, the H2S detecting rover 5, and really
Jesse Plamondon has been a popular face at the Regional Science Fair over the past few years. So I had to ask him, why is it that he always gets noticed?
I want to say it's because I do very difficult projects that not many people attempt. But I gotta say it's because my mom's the chairperson. I'm torn.
Known for his witty sense of humor as much as his intelligence, 14-year-old Jesse's mother, Jenny, as he noted, also sits on the board. She is a key member when it comes to this annual affair. Growing up in an oil and gas town, Jesse knows a fair bit about the industry and designed this year's project around it.
I thought this mostly because my dad is in the oil and gas industry, and you always want to keep your family safe. Usually it's the parents trying to keep the kids safe, but you know, it still works. But in this project, I was trying to make a controller that would control the robot using analogs. Pretty much what it would provide is it would go in and it would detect the H2S, the oxygen, CO2, and they would read to see what levels there are in the area where the robot is.
Joining Jesse at this science fair is older brother Kyle, where even though there is an age gap, it always provokes some friendly sibling competition.
It's more so if he does something better than me, it's more like, okay, yeah, that's kind of an age thing, but if I do something better than him, I have to hold it over him.
With Jesse's advanced level project, we can only imagine the science gene may just be in Kyle as well. He shares with us his idea stemmed 2 years ago after a presentation at his school by a physicist, discussing cosmic inflation and how our universe has expanded.
So basically, Hades is the closest star cluster to Earth, and a star cluster is basically this big group of stars that are bound to each other by their gravitational forces. And what happens is, over time, they orbit in chaotic orbits, kind of like how the Earth orbits around the sun. So they start to get bigger, and as it gets bigger, then you can actually measure that separation to solve for the average mass in the cluster.
Another promising young student and family friend of the Plamondons, Kira Taylor, shares with us the beginning stages of her project that she plans to keep on going.
Well, canine feline halitosis is basically bad breath in dogs and cats. I did part 1 because I can keep going with this project years after year after year. The reason why I came up with it is because I want to be a vet when I grow up.
Living out in the community of Montney, she is surrounded by animals and has an obvious passion for them. And just as the Plamondon siblings earlier, the Taylor family also has a budding young scientist in younger sister Kaylee.
Called Breaking Down the Earth, Water Erosion. What happens to the Earth when it has different kind of earth coverages, such as bare soil, decayed matter, and living matter. And my hypothesis was that the one with the decaying matter, which was the bark mulch, would have the least amount of dirt in it because the bark mulch is like a filter. My conclusion was that my hypothesis was right. This is the finished.
You may imagine by the dedication these young students had towards their projects, when award time rolled around, these 4 pretty much cleaned up in all categories. Jesse, Kyle, Kira, and Kaylee all received gold medals, along with solo recognition for each of their projects.
And goes to Kyle Plamondon. Canine feline halitosis part 1 that goes to Kyra Taylor. The H2S detecting rover by Jesse Plamondon. Taylor.
Perhaps the biggest award of all went to Jesse, Kira, and Kyle, as they were chosen with a few others to attend the National Science Fair in Ontario. Clearly, their hard work has paid off, and as they put it,
Science rules!